you about to get married or recently got married? If so, congratulations.
So you're about to make the most important investment of your life, which is committing to a loving partner. Now, long-term relationship can be magical and fun and powerful, but they can also be complicated. And the difference between the two is if you're having the right tools and skills to make it work.
I'm Liron, and this is Gal. We are a married couple, co-founder of the Couple Center and psychotherapists. And we've been together for 15 years. So we learned something that we want to share with you.
Well, first we learned that relationships go through different stages, and sometimes you're in a good place and sometimes you're in a challenging place. And what you really need to learn along the way is how to improve your relationship, how to get it better, how to talk to each other, how to connect to each other. And we really learned that love is not enough. Even if you love each other and even if everything is going well right now, at a certain point it might not. And it's probably better to invest early in yourself so you'll get more prepared to those stages.
And I want to share with you a little secret. When Gal proposed me 11 years ago in front of 200 people, I said yes. But you know what? A week later, I actually said no. But let's keep that for another video.
Well, what we learned from that experience also was that getting married by itself could be a stressful situation because you're making a huge decision. But the fears and the concerns that we had was not so much about us. It was about the fact that we weren't feeling prepared for the future and we didn't feel like we had what we need in order to make it work. And once we did, we felt a lot more secure and more happy about our wedding. Now, I'd like you to think about it for a moment. How much are you actually investing in your wedding right now? So much energy and time and money. And at the same time, how much are you really investing in your relationship? And your relationship is the rest of your life. So in some way, it's way more important than the wedding itself.
Or maybe a different way of thinking about that is how much you invested in your career so far. Did you go to school? Did you went to classes or courses to help you to get better in what you're doing? How much money you invested in that? And now compare it to your relationship. How much time and money you invested in your relationship to get to know your partner better, to get to know yourself better.
And you know what? When you learn about those things that we want to teach you, you're actually going to fall in love even more with your partner because you'll discover more about them in a deeper way and you'll understand each other better.
So we want to invite you to our premarital program. It's 2 days which we are going to teach you all the essential skills about how to build your life together as a couple, how to share everything you want with each other.
And what we put in the workshop are really the most important things that we learned from working with hundreds of couples in one-on-one settings and in events and workshops. So you're really getting the best tools and the best advice. Also, we want to tell you that the workshop is open to any kind of couple. It's a non-religious workshop, and if you come from any spiritual background or any cultural background or any belief, you're going to find yourself there. And it's really open to couples of any kind, heterosexual, same-sex couples, and in any kind of relationship configuration.
So, in this workshop, you're going to learn about the two foundations of love that's actually rooted in science. And when you will discover these foundations, you will learn what we are really looking for in love.
And the second topic you're going to learn about is communication. So the number one problem that couples get into down the road is communication issues. But there are really tools for that if you really discover what is your blueprint of conflict and how to talk about things in the way that makes you feel closer, you'll be able to talk about anything.
You're going to learn about connection, how to connect deeper with your partner, how to share what you really need and want from your relationship, and in a way that your partner will be able to hear you, to understand you, and take actions upon that.
And last, we're going to talk to you about vision and values. We're going to have you have different exercises in which you're going to explore different important topics of life that you have to be aligned around, like things like kids or money or spirituality or just your vision for life.
And this workshop is very unique because you're not going just to sit there and hear a lecture. You're actually going to experiment with everything. Experiment about your relationship. You're going to be playful. You're going to have fun with each other. You're going to get the tools that you need to prepare your future.
Now I know what you might be thinking. You might be thinking, but we're doing good right now, and so I don't want to risk it. If we start talking about things, maybe we'll get into trouble. Well, actually it's the opposite. You know, if there's something that is not working or you haven't talked about, it usually sits in the back of your mind. And then it creates more disconnection and distance from your partner, or it just makes you feel more afraid and less secure about your wedding.
Right. Or you may think, groups? Oh no, these ones are not for me. I'm not doing well in groups. Well, I want to share with you something. This workshop is very private. It's just you and your partner processing your relationship, understanding your future, getting tools that's helping you to deal with everything. So it's just the two of you in a very private setup.
Or you might be thinking, but we're doing really great. You know, we're connected, we have good communication, so there's nothing for us to learn. Well, in fact, this is not about your present. This is about your future. This is about getting you prepared for the next stages. And so you learn about it early, and you don't get stuck into obstacle later on, and then things are going to be much more difficult.
Or you may be just too busy right now to come and learn something about your relationship. But the truth is that if you're not investing in it right now, you're going to have a harder time. Because what we learned over the years, when we really slow down and invest in time and energy to learn about our current issues or struggles, we were able to solve them and move forward much more easily.
And also, getting married is stressful, you know, and the planning for the future and for the wedding is stressful. So if you learn those skills right now, you're going to go through this whole process much easier and much more smoother.
So I want to invite you to come and celebrate your relationship, to come and have fun with us, to come to get the tools that you need to your near future together.
So take the next step right now. Sign up to the workshop and we'll be happy to see you there.